Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ka Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, honor, salutation to all you sincere, Akim, laboring in its truth, all right, without wavering, that of the hopeful elect. Okay, this show is going to be, it is so-called racism, make no doubt, they are purging, or it's a purge, something to that effect, and which this is spirit, this is the spirit that's out there now. You see, of course, the devil's on a rampage. They rounding up people. I mean, they look, man, these devils ain't sparing nothing, man. they going to fucking schools, elementary classes, and pulling so-called Latino, so-called immigrants out of there, right in the school. Just pulling their ass right up out of there, man. So this thing is definitely going down, and these are the times that the Bible prophesied about. All right, and now what triggered this lesson through the Spirit, I seen a post by the beloved brother, the head brother in Chicago, the elder brother Malcolm, which his page is Critical Race, Historical Facts. In the Spirit, always be having that brother going in on these certain things, and I seen this thing, this post he put. I couldn't find this article per se, but as you see, it says, what about white undocumented immigrants? Critics claim ICE raids are racist. And again, yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're nothing short but racist. They target it and everything else. Everything that they say, see, look, this devil speaks with a forked tongue, all right? For the longest, I've been saying, even before it happened, that they're only gonna move on the so-called indigenous, so-called immigrants, right? You're not gonna see nothing happen because you got Russian immigrants that are criminals, Russian mafia, Albanians, and not to say that even some of them are people mingled up in there too. Don't get it twisted. But the point of the matter is, this is a direct hit, all right? So what about white undocumented immigrants? Critics claim ICE raids are racist. Yes, they are, because the white man he's doing the same thing he was doing to the Native American Indians, man. Rounding them up and everything, making it seem like they're hostiles. And don't get me wrong, some of these, people that they get, they are scum of the scum, lowest, but they set them up. They purposely bought criminal, the ones that were getting caught doing certain crazy, heinous acts or whatever, which the white man ain't got no ground to call nobody nothing, though, because he did worse. Whatever you say that these people did, you did 1,000,000 times worse. And your judgment is coming too. You're going to be rounded up. But right now, as it is, they like going back, and through the Spirit, from the apostles on down, we knew that these things were done purposely. Like you had New York City, which, and that was the Spirit, God Apostle taught to have us not go down to the lower Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan and all that, Times Square, all that areas. I remember the video, he called it Elf City, right? And things then went, from that point on, they released all the hounds. You have people getting high during the day, prostitution, while kids going from school, you seeing people with needles and all kind of wild shit's been happening throughout Manhattan. And really they were allowing it to happen to justify what? To justify what they're doing now to the dummies. They were like, well, yeah, we got to get, like, no shit, who wouldn't want? But the thing is, they could have been did this, but they set these criminals up. The criminals that are doing shit, like right now, you got criminals and so-called people that were supposed to be in jail for 1,000 years, and now they all being released, man. What you think that's all about, man? You see, that's set up by the elites, man. All right, and see, but the thing is, with our people, matter of fact, I want to bring the scripture out in Psalms, the book of Psalms. All right, just to go into it, okay, because ain't nothing changed, man. Psalms 55, I believe it is, 55, and I'll start at 20. Said he have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. And this is speaking about who? The devil, the so-called white man, man. Again, Revelations 12:12, the devil has come down with great wrath. That's what you see happening now. We can't say it enough. And the thing is, the Spirit of the Lord had us out here telling you these things, man. Again, they're going into fucking schools with kids in it, school, regular schools, which the school system is definitely a joke. And they're going in there. Now, normally that would be fucking what do they call it, kidnapping or whatever, okay? And the police are not getting involved in nothing or whatever, right? Or the federal, everybody sees it's going. They're basically kidnapping kids right in front of the American public. They're separating people. They're leading an onslaught. There's people that are legally here, legal citizens that are getting wrapped up in this thing, and they're doing it right in your face, man, showing you they don't give a shit. And this is what type of time they are, man. This is gonna be we've been telling you, it's gonna be a civil war. It's gonna be all kind of different wars going on, man. Right? Because why? America been broken, and you're not fixing it. Hold on a second. Hey, Salaki, man, I got interrupted, man. Fucking retarded ass fucking crackers. I'm doing this show in my car, parked in a space. This dude's had all kind of room, and he opens the door, whether the wind or whatever, retarded looking crackers. Shit just fucking, hit my door and scratched it a little, but fuck that, man. About to, you know what I'm saying? About to fuck these crackers up, but that's all right, man. Let's get them in the kingdom. I want to get to this lesson, I want to get into this lesson. But hey, we in that time too. The spirits, they're gonna be coming just like that. I'm right in the middle of going into the lesson, and bam! I don't know if y'all heard it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking at this dude. He said something, but he ain't say sorry, man. Hey, brother, things you got to suffer, and that's the thing too. You got it more than ever. It's a test of patience and your forbearance, using wisdom. You gotta learn what battles to fight. Learn, how to just, you gotta let shit go, certain shit, But anyway, Salakia, man, from all over, it kind of threw me off a bit, but I'm gonna get back to it. All right, Psalms 55. Oh yeah. I was speaking about how, you had all these so-called illegals. Remember, they was busting them, dropping them off in Texas, dropping them in Florida, playing all these immigrant games, right? The damn devil. And so, all this crime and shit went up and went crazy. Supposedly all these, But my thing is, what about the crime of these other immigrants, man? All right, or these so-called white boys, man. All right, you had a lot of white boys just out there killing years ago, just slaughtering. So now, you get I forget the name of the gang, MS-13 or whatever. Now they out there in certain areas. Now they wreaking havoc. But wait a minute, before, because Esau still got that same old racism from hundreds of years ago against you so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, right? Which are the real Israelites. They know that we're not the same people, and they were slaughtering. They were slaughtering a lot of you. I think it was what was the Ecuadorians or Hondurans, like in the Westchester state of part of New York, that's sort of borders Connecticut or whatever, in that area. They man, because they would get like day laborers, right? Then they would, sit there. Sometimes they'd hunt them down, kill. All that shit was happening. Then now they came, but this thing was all set up though, so that way they could justify themselves with this new world order, man. That the golden age that this guy kept talking about, man. These dudes are speaking straight up Illuminati terms in front of you, new world order, right in your face. Because why? It's in action. The only thing that they don't really understand is the Most High is going to stop them, because they're thinking this is going to piece things back together, get rid of them, make it seem so simple. We sit there and punish everybody. Whoever, owe us money, we cut them off. We cut this off. We cut, which, again, some of the shit's only common sense, right? You ain't never getting rid of the sweet motherfuckers out of the military. Yeah, how you going to have a gay twig up in your army, man? Holding goddamn a rifle. You gonna be, you ain't gonna be able to like, stand straight, soldier. You ain't gonna be able to tell that nigga that. So that should have never happened, but that shows you the state of America, man. All right, and that they really like women, okay? And Mosai has really reduced the American army, the government to nothing. And all this shit Donald Trump, it's nice, it sounds good, but it's not gonna help. All right, so now before I go to the back to that scripture. I'm going to read this in Jeremiah 51, right? And matter of fact, I'm going to start the first verse. And yet, excuse me, we're living in a time of prophecy. There's different points in the scriptures where it shows all of the prophetic events that are happening now. That's why we've been telling you that they were going to happen. All right, so now, you know what? I'm going to start at Jeremiah chapter 51. I'm going to start at the first verse, right? It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon. And Babylon speaking about America. I mean, everybody goes in, this is a favorite chapter because why? It goes right into the wars and everything that's happening here in America. This is speaking about America. It's not talking about ancient Babylon. And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, because all of these nations with America, the UN, the Most High is not in their thoughts. They're not thinking about the Heavenly Father. They're thinking of trying to create technology to advance them past the Most High's judgment. They're trying to basically build the Tower of Babel again with the New World Order. All right? They're preparing, because they know that the Lord is about to come back, but they're thinking that they're going to actually have a chance to fight against them. And that's prophesied, 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter and other parts. So these devils, they're deceived, man. But this is definitely speaking about the times we're in now. And the Lord said he's going to raise up a destroying wind. A destroying wind is the nuclear missiles, because overall, those nuclear missiles, they will be shot off. All right, don't wonder, because they got all these documents. What if a nuclear holocaust or nuclear missile happened? What would happen? And listen, in America, all of America is going to be wiped out. We're going to tell you, according to what the Bible says, in Isaiah 13, 14, other scriptures tell you about that. And it will be a nuclear destruction. That's what's going to end this whole thing, right? But it said, and we'll send into Babylon fearness. And the stage is being set. So it's no surprise to us that Trump is talking all this shit to all these other different nations and countries. That's only going to make it even more effective when the Most High gathers these other nations together, right? Which majority of them, if not all of them, got missiles, right? Have you ever asked yourself, with all the beef and everything, the talk with Russia and what they're doing is war crimes and this, that, and the third, and even I'll throw Iran in there and other countries. Why hasn't the United States acted upon it? Because why? It's prophecy. The Most High is the one that controls when it's going to pop off. And then also, like the prophecy said, or thou become weak as us, meaning the playing field, so to speak, is level now. They know that if they were to sit there and send an assault team into Russia, that it's going to be hell to pay. All right. And then, you know, there's more with Russia got more allies than the United States. So they got to tread carefully. Even, you know, Bibi, that other criminal that's on a run from justice. That's why, like they said, the timing, which, yeah, of course he did it. The timing of them trying to go out with the whole thing with the Gaza and all that shit. Because why? People forgot that he was about to get locked up and everything, you know? So even though he said that, look, we're not going to wait for the United States to say when we can attack Iran. When have they really, I mean, they did certain things in certain places in other countries, embassy, whatever, but they ain't running there in Iran and purge out the Iranians. Because why? They know what will come behind it. But it's going to happen anyway. All right, so verse 2, and we'll send into Babylon fearners that shall fear her. Fear is somebody that blows the fire. It's parabolic. All right, so the fire that's going to be blown is the nuclear missiles. Okay, and the Lord set up these other nations and allowed them to be equipped with it for these last days. It says, and shall empty her land. Means it's going to make it void, nothing. America's going to be left for desert creatures, it says in Isaiah. All right, for in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. And we're heading to that point where America's going to be nuked right off the face of this earth. So all that, the golden age and establishing and making them, that's not going to happen. All right, yeah, you're going to do all this chaos and you know, and definitely, you know, a lot of our people going to die, right? And there's these raids that are being carried out because it doesn't matter. And again, it's evident because they're not approaching the so-called, you know, white immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned, like, you know, Russian immigrants, the Albanians, just to name some off the top. Hell, not even, you don't even see them rounding up Indian immigrants or whatever, undocumented and everything. And there's a lot of legal, you know, different European immigrants that don't have, you know, citizenship, and came into the country so-called illegally, so-called, right? But they saying they going after everybody, right? Which that's how you know that this man is a damn hypocrite, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get back to Jeremiah, but let me pull up this. This is one of the things they were saying, right? This is from this article from Common Dreams. It says resetting of the goalposts. White House says all undocumented immigrants are criminals, but that's a damn lie because you see who they going after, and why? Why is that? Why is that? Because they know that that's the Israelites, man. And again, that goes into the scriptures, Lord willing. We'll go back to that in Jeremiah. But let's go to, what's it, Psalms 83, is it? Right? Yeah, this is why. Psalms 83. Verse, I'll start the first verse. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Most High. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and these nations, especially starting with Esau, the so-called white man, is an enemy of the Most High. It said, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. And are they not proud? Look at Donald Trump. You can't tell him he ain't the shit, man. He's soaking it all, and he's a puppet. But he's playing, man, if he ain't putting on a Academy Award winning job right now of being the straight up devil, man, right? And basically playing itself, the devil's playing it, but he's doing a good job. All right. Here it is. What was it? Pedo Joe was a lousy devil. All right. He wasn't a good acting devil. You see, he wasn't believable. The devil was supposed to be believable. If you listen to Trump, you got even Jakes, and seeing the thing is, you don't realize that, okay, it's like a pendulum. All right. It swings one way, but then the ball's going to swing another way. Okay. They attack these immigrants, which is your people, right? Now, I'm not speaking whether if they evil or crook, because there's crooks everywhere now, right? But the point of the matter is, it's an eradication. Okay, it's an eradication. That's what it is. All right, which is part of the, the plan they had before, Rex 85, all these different things that you heard on the book, Millennium 2000, getting rid of all the dark nations or the majority of them. But now that pendulum swings back the other way. So after they take care of them people, they're going to come back for you. All right, then after they come back for you, they're going to come back for the peons amongst their own kind. This devil don't care about their own kind. That's why they're attacking each other. You're going to see even more. They had these crooked, because all these congressmen and congresswomen, which is a damn joke, they all crooked and corrupt. Just like they were back in the ancient Roman Empire. And you had fierce wars, bloody fights and stuff. You're going to have that all here now. Because why? Everything is, the Most High got the tension up, man. The scriptures speak about the distress of the nations. The Lord got everybody's blood pressure high, If they were to do, if they kept records of people's blood pressure back in the, 30s, 40s, compared to now, 100 years later or whatever, I bet you there'd be a great difference, right? I bet you the people of the earth's blood pressure never been as high as it is now. All right, because why? There's never been the type of destruction, the complexity of wars that's happening, famines, riots. You list it, but that's all prophecy, and that's what the scriptures speak about in the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter. All right, Daniel's chapter 12, 12 verse 1. Said, and at that time, speaking about this time, shall Michael stand up. And it's talking about Michael, the archangel, man. All right? One of the Lord's powerful angels that's going to return with the rest of the holy angels behind the Lord. All right? They're going to come with the Lord to destroy this devil at the end of the day before the missiles hit. Right before they touch, right? So it said, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. They're not good. The angels ain't protecting nobody else but our people. And even really only starting with the elect, because majority of our people are going to die. All right? But it said, and there shall be a time of trouble. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. See? So this is the time of trouble that there never was. This is the worst time, the peerless times that it spoke of in Peter's. This is it right now. Like I said, dealing with the complexity of the wars, so many different wars that they got, man. They got, it's a quagmire, right? It's a quagmire of fatal situations, of troubled times, all in different areas, different places. You see? And everybody's being affected at this point, you know? And the Lord's gonna get everybody's attention. He let Trump do what he's doing. Like I said, he's running up in schools. That ought to tell you, you know? And then you got devils cheering them on, right? Mostly devils. And you got some stupid niggas not realizing that they're gonna be next on the menu too, all right? Because this devil he knows his time is up, but he's fighting against it. He thinks that he can overthrow it. He wants to establish himself, right? What's the scripture say? What was it, 49:11? The inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever. So you think that they're not going to go out and try to stop us from rising, stop the Most High from coming, or thinking they're going to be ready to fight the Lord when he come back? Yeah, this devil's doing everything that he can because he's a fucking idiot, man. He's a fucking idiot, all right? An idiot with power. But it said, again, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. What book you think is talking about? The book is talking about what? The Holy Bible. Which the people that's going to be delivered that the Lord came to save or deliver were the Israelites, man. Right? Matthew, the 1st chapter. He shall save his people. He ain't say everybody, man. All right? Matthew 15 and 20. Let me just get the quote. 15 and 24 or 23. Right, 24, straight to the point. It said, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. And lost because why? The real Israelites don't know who they are. Why would he say lost? Our people are lost because they calling themselves every other religion, denomination, you know, and label under the sun. They worshiping all these other gods but the true only power. So the Lord said, look, I'm only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And then it goes further. Because you got this bugged out, you know, the lemur, or whatever his name is, right down with IUIC talking about all of Israel's going to be gathered and delivered together. That's not what the scriptures is talking about. You err not knowing the scriptures, man. You err not knowing, and they constantly err. And the thing is, there's going to come a time, because a lot of you other Israelite groups to speak on the other many Israelite groups that are out there, they've been doing, a lot of them been doing their own thing. They got away from the script. They've been trying to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. And the Most High kept quiet. Just like he let Esau think that he had it, man. A lot of you guys are puffed up. You think it's a thing. You forgot the basics. And that's because why? You was never founded on a rock. All right? Regardless of what you say, you really the ones that were founded on that sin. And a lot of you people are going to fold. A lot of people are folding now with these. And this is just, this is light work, man. Right? Because the stuff that Donald Trump is doing is affecting everybody, right? The other nations around the world, right? The federal government, he putting freezes on everything, different loans, money. You know what I mean? People are losing jobs. Here it is. He playing like let's make a deal. He's basically Donald Trump is acting like the wishmaster, man. He said, "Look, I'm gonna give you a wish or an option. All right, telling all the federal workers, quit your job right now, receive a severance pay of a certain amount of months, or keep working with your job in doubt, and you're gonna end up standing to lose everything. You're gonna be out in the fucking food line. And remember, and that's what's gonna be the beauty of this thing, man. All right, and it's gonna cause a lot of chaos, a lot of death, a lot of bloodshed in a lot of these streets, especially in a lot of these cities. You're gonna have, like the scriptures say, houses gonna be abandoned, people gonna be rifling through the house. This thing is going down, man. Okay, it's definitely a purge, man. All right, if you thought that it wasn't gonna be a purge, then you don't understand the Bible. Okay, and it's gonna get worse than what they show you in these movies, man. You see, a lot of people reality's gonna slap them. People gonna wake up and realize they don't got a job. All these cushiony jobs. You're going to see a lot of these women, man, they're going to have to come up off that pride. A lot of them going to go crazy, kill themselves. You got a lot of them now already killing their babies and their kids and acting crazy. All right? Because why? The spirit of judgment is coming here, man. The party is fucking over, man. The party is over, man. So in that sense, man, let Trump do what the fuck he's supposed to do. All right, the Most High gonna take care of these devils anyway, but the devil got to be the devil, man. The devil got to come down with that great wrath. And it's good because the scriptures say it's high time to wake up out of sleep. A lot of you niggas been comatose for too long, man. And you think you're just going to just coast through life, coast to the king. Nah, it don't work that way, man. It's a day of reckoning, man. All right? But anyway, back to Daniel 12. It said, and many of them, verse 2, and many of them that slept in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And they, excuse me, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. Speaking about the elect, the prophets, because see, you know, the men of GMS, starting with head elder apostle Tahar and down to all the brothers, the sincere brothers that are in Great Millstone, right? Not the agents. And you agents, man, you spies, man, pretty soon y'all not gonna get paid, man. You know, cause y'all work for the federal government, right? So they're sitting there, you know, cutting back everything. They cutting everybody off, you know? And so you thought you was good with this devil. All that spying is gonna be to your shame, man. You niggas that report back to the white man. Yeah, we can set him up over there. We know that you fucking low-life, dusty-ass niggas exist, man. And some of y'all in the camps, y'all Shalom, brother, double honors, right? And then some of y'all, these other groups that just springing up out of nowhere, man. You know? You might see like that dude Dopey or Fopey, whatever. You might see his ass pop back up out of the fucking blue. And he came out of the blue. So you know that nigga was a fucking, you know, a goddamn, what do you call it, agent, man. And a lot of you other Israelites, y'all welcome him in just for what? For him to sit there and trample or try to trample whatever he had learned, man. Come up with new doctrines, talking shit to all you Israelites that accepted him. Man, you Israelites are going to be in for a fucking rude awakening, man. All right? Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, from the apostles on down, we've been warning y'all too, man. You know, all y'all friendly and politically correct. Y'all always have a problem with the way we do things or whatever the case is, mad because we're always rebuking and reproving, right? Which is, we told you it ain't nothing personal, but if you're going off, we gonna correct it. And if you say something, if you on point, we're gonna big you up. You see? All right? Because why? We know that the Lord is a respecter of no persons, man. But it said, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness. Because why? If you in IUIC, you ain't turning nobody to no righteousness, man. You know? You making them even more of a like the scripture, twofold the child of hell than yourself, man. Because now they don't understand the importance of the name of the Most High, which they should. All right? But because of the way that you guys are, you know, dealing with them or whatever the case is, now they sitting up there dishonoring the name of the Lord, okay? Not being prepared, not being ready for the day of visitation, not knowing what they're supposed to be doing, not knowing what the perfect will of the Father is, man. Not knowing about these devils. A lot of y'all got caught up last time. That's why y'all took the jab, man. All right, y'all gonna still take the jab again? And your leaders, see, y'all got a short memory, man. Your leaders told you niggas to go take the jab, man. Instead of telling you to trust in the Lord, man. So, you know, hey, y'all gonna feel it, man. Y'all gonna feel the fire, man. But again, going back to this post, right? So Trump said mass deportation should initially target undocumented criminals. But again, it's not targeted these Edomites, man. All right? It's straight up it's an onslaught against you so-called Negroes, West Indians, all right, Haitians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans, Mexicans, Cubans, okay? Hell, even they trying to come after Gad and Reuben. And matter of fact, I think I heard something, they rolled up on certain Gadites. So this devil, again, they under the guise, yeah, we're going to get out the criminals, but that means wiping out all you motherfuckers, man. You see? We in that time. Y'all keep sleeping, man. Oh, here they go. They talking about the same shit. Okay. All right. Hey, they thought that in 70 AD. After Yahweh Shai warned them. And he told them how it was going to go down, man. And they still came up against Yahweh Shai and turned them over to the Romans. And then I bet you when they was up there in them fucking mountains, blockaded in with no food, chewing on their leather belts, I bet you the words Damn, that's what Yahweh Shai was speaking of, man. He try to tell us, right? And that's because it tell you some of them just fell on their own sword, right? So they wouldn't be put to death by the Romans, the Edomites. But I bet you it pricked them. The words of the Lord pricked them at that time, man. Well, it's going to prick them again because really we're coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's not us. We tell you that all the time. All right? The Lord had us out here and still got us out here. All right? And that's why the scriptures say you're supposed to seek the Lord while he may be found, man. Okay? But let me see. What was the other one? Of the check this out. Salakia, of the 1,179 undocumented immigrants who were arrested by ICE on Sunday, as one day alone, said Alexander. That's a lot of people to be rounding up in one day. All right. 566 appeared to have no criminal record aside from entering into the country without going through a port of the entry. Right. Which, shit, the so-called white man, they didn't even ask nobody's permission. They came over here. You know what they said? I came, I saw, I conquered. Right? That was the spirit Esau came in. So he got some nerve calling somebody an illegal immigrant that didn't go through the proper channels, right? But it says a civil violation that usually results in a fine, not a criminal offense. But now they don't fuck these people. And these are hardworking people. The fabric of America. Everybody knows, man. Anybody that's not, see, a lot of these like J.D. Vance type crackers and vice president, you got that whatever group you want to call them, Edomites. They high on drugs, man. And actually he is a drug addict too. But they like hippies or whatever. Smallville. They on some, cocaine or whatever. They far from reality. They on cloud of 1,000,009. They way gone from reality. They sit there and believe everything. Yeah, Trump is a righteous guy. The founding forefathers, they were righteous. They came with righteousness. They just omit all of the facts that they were a bunch of criminals. How they were kicked out of England. Most of them, they came over here, brought diseases. They raped, robbed, and murdered. They act like that don't happen. They act like slavery didn't happen. That's why they say, oh no, it was migration. The fuck out of here, man. That's what these J.D. Vance type Edomites, man. They really created a false reality that, only stupid people, stupid Edomites believe. But now you got other Edomites that really know what's going on that stuck, because this history books are still here, even though they're getting rid of them, right? Everybody know that what happened to the Native American Indians. There's too much history on how the so-called, and they call them settlers. No, they were colonizers, murderers. They wasn't no fucking settlers. All right, the settlers were the Native American Indians. They were settled here. You came and stole this shit, All right, and then with the so-called blacks and Haitians and Jamaicans from the western coast of Africa, you set up and financed the transatlantic slave trade. And they owned the slave ships on top of it. But now they're saying, well, we only had 2 or 3. Get the fuck out of here, man. See, I'm saying this is all the bullshit that they did, but you'll have these one group of bugged out cokehead Edomites, MAGA, stupid ass MAGA Edomites that, oh, see, yeah, Trump is going to get it back. And if you're a criminal, good riddance to you. Well, then you should start with yourself. You're the biggest criminals, man. All right? But you're living in a falsehood, man. Okay? You're living in a falsehood. And you know what? Hey, you got the power right now, but the power is being taken from you, devil. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Once that time happened, when the Lord come back, man, when you see World War III happening, you better know that you're just going straight into slavery underneath us, man. Revelations 13:9 on down, man. Read that, man. All right? Isaiah the 14th chapter. You going into slavery, man. But anyway, you know what? I'm gonna end it there. Cause look at this. What's this? GMS contrition is key. Yeah, that was the other thing, which maybe I'll get into that in another lesson, right? The so-called against Sim bill, basically they cracking down. See, all of this was to pump them up and justify them for going after everybody. Whether you were born here, wasn't born here, if you're not on their list, if you're not down with their agenda, if you're not Edomite, basically, right? A bugged out. They coming after everybody. They created all these so-called different other groups. That's why, again, going back, and it goes deep. And bear with me, man. Again, like I say, bear with me if it may seem like, but then again, it ain't random. We speaking truth, man. You understand? So whoever, got a problem, and easily don't watch us, man. All right? Actually, like the Apostle Paul said in the book of Corinthians, the 2nd chapter, we speak to those who are perfect, meaning to the elect, brothers that understand what's going on, that see the big picture and not just seeing it today, seeing it the whole long, through the last president, the president before, do the whole thing, how they set this whole thing up, in which we know that is leading to the New World Order, where they want to issue the MOTB, right? But what they're doing is flushing out as many people as they can. What they got called undesirables is the term that they call the culling of the people. And then that's why you had the stage attacks and certain legislation that was passed to basically demonize, criminalize the American citizens. But now, yeah, they're going to deport. And where they going to deport certain, people that don't come from none of these islands? They're just going to send them back anywhere, right? But anyway, with that, though, that was the main point. Like I said, Lord willing, the Spirit had me come back, because I did see something about that, but I want to check out a little bit more information on that. But with that, I'm going to say, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, and Shalom to you, sincere Akim. Shalom.